The choice that changes everything, a Shift Mind story. Every person has two versions of themselves, the one they are and the one they could become. Between them lies a gap, a quiet, invisible space filled with choices, habits, and small decisions that shape everything. It's not fate. It's not luck. It's the space between action and hesitation where your future is built. Most people never cross that gap. They live their entire lives standing at the edge, waiting for a sign, a push, a moment that finally feels right. But the truth? There is no perfect moment. There is only the decision and what comes after. Thomas always thought life would start one day. One day when things slowed down, one day when motivation showed up, one day when they finally felt ready. But that day never came. The world kept moving, seasons kept changing, and the excuses kept sounding more and more convincing. Until one night, sitting in silence, Thomas realized something terrifying. If he didn't change soon, his life would stay exactly the same. Not worse, not better, just the same. And that realization was louder than fear. That's when Thomas decided no more waiting for the perfect day. They were going to create it. The next morning, Thomas woke up early. No plan, no pressure. Just one promise: do one thing better than yesterday. It was small at first, a 10-minute run, writing 3 sentences in a journal. But that single act carried power. Because action, no matter how small, kills doubt faster than words ever will. Change doesn't get easier, it gets real. Every morning, Thomas' alarm felt heavier. Every excuse felt smarter. Every reason to stop made perfect sense. But something inside had shifted. He stopped negotiating with comfort, stopped chasing perfection, stopped expecting motivation to save them. Instead, learned to show up, especially when he didn't want to. Because that's what real growth looks like. Doing the hard thing long after the excitement fades. Thomas wasn't changing because he felt strong, he was changing because he was tired of feeling weak. Tired of his own excuses. Tired of being the version of themselves that always said, maybe tomorrow. So he began saying now. And with each now, something amazing happened. Discipline became routine. Routine became identity. And identity became transformation. Weeks passed, then months. Thomas didn't see it happening, not all at once, but little by little, they became someone new. The things that once scared him now felt familiar. The challenges that used to break Thomas now built him. He realized the most powerful thing wasn't changing his life, it was realizing that he could. Because that's the secret no one tells you. You don't need a new year, a new month, or a new version of the world to change. You just need one decision repeated every single day. It doesn't matter if you fall. It matters that you get back up one more time than you fall. That's how you win. That's how you shift your mindset. That's how you shape your future. The awakening. Thomas' story isn't about luck. It's not about talent. It's about patience and pain and the courage to keep moving. It's about the kind of strength that grows quietly, when no one's cheering, when no one's watching, when it's just you versus the voice in your head that says, this isn't working. But here's the truth. If you stay consistent, it's always working, even when you can't see it, even when you don't feel it. Growth happens in silence, not in sudden moments of glory, but in every small, invisible decision to try again. And now, maybe it's your turn. Maybe you're standing where Thomas once stood, at the edge of that invisible gap between who you are and who you want to be. You've got a choice. You can keep waiting for the perfect moment, or you can make this the moment that changes everything. Because the person you want to become isn't somewhere out there. They're already inside you, waiting to be revealed. Every decision, every habit, every quiet yes to progress pulls them closer. So, start small. Do the thing you've been avoiding. Take that first uncomfortable step. And when your mind whispers, what if I fail? You whisper back, what if I don't? You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. The path will appear when you take the first step. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to move forward despite the fear. You don't need to know everything. You just need to trust that you can learn. Every step you take is proof that you can shift, rebuild, and become. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is Shift Mind. Shift your mindset. Shape your future.